people. Well, you're sit here. Might as well chat with people. To Eric? No, I don't think so. No. I don't think they're related.
Yeah.
I think it was just. And there was no, not related.
Yeah, no, but isn't that interesting?
I know.
I was like,
I was
wait,
like, yeah.
I'm
no,
at the
no.
wrong film festival.
I love it. All right, so are we rolling? Do you want to do the correct
Check, check, check.
I love it. Oh my God, tell me your last name again.
Robert Paul Taylor.
Robert Paul Taylor. It's been a day of pain. All right, ready? Love it. So we're here with Robert Paul Taylor at the Pasadena International Film Festival. Welcome. And you look fabulous tonight, by the way. I love it. So what brings you here tonight?
I'm just here to support some local filmmakers and support the amazing actor, Doris Roberts and Eric Roberts, and Lifetime Achievement Awards, and be a part of the community.
That's awesome. And so tonight is 1920s themed. So here's my first question I am asking everyone. Going back to the films of the 1920s and the actors, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, all the silent movies, what do you think that we as filmmakers and actors today can keep from or take away from the films of that time?
Wow, that's a great one. It's the expressionism. It's seeing the characters come alive and inspiring people to think in different ways, and storytelling. It's storytelling. And I actually live in Whitley Heights, in Hollywood, in the Hills, and Charlie Chaplin had a house just up the street from me. And yeah, it's a historic community, and I walk my little dog by it all the time, and I walk by, all the old stars' houses, and it's a beautiful place. So it's really the storytelling, Yeah.
I love it. And you're a busy guy. Obviously, we know you from television, but you do a lot of other stuff. Do you have any projects coming up that you're allowed to tell us about?
I do. In the film festival circuit, I have a short film coming out called Prince Ali, that was produced by Angel Lopez. They did Dear White People. It was a big roar at Sundance last year. And so Prince Ali should be coming out in the next couple months. I think we're hoping to go to Toronto. And then I have another project called The Bathroom Diaries, which is a kind of a mini-series that I star in, that I've also written, that we submitted to a few film festivals. We won a Silver Lay Award at Honolulu Film Festival last year, and we played at the Laemmle in NoHo at the Real Recovery Film Festival. And so that's kind of doing the circuit. I just worked on Fox New Girl a few weeks ago. You can catch me on Hulu's East Los High in season 2. I play the lead villain on that show. And I'm also an author. So I have 2 new books of poetry that I'm trying to get out by summertime. Yeah.
Okay, last question, because I know you have to go get your drink on, which I want to soon. Valentine's Day coming up. Don't forget. Worst or best Valentine's Day story ever? Or just a fun one?
God, all I want to say is about Valentine's Day was I was looking forward to House of Cards season 3, and there was a leak on Wednesday, and they pushed it back 2 weeks.
No.
Worst Valentine's Day story.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. That's so sad. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
And
me.
yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy the festival. Thanks, love.
Thank you. I'm Michelle, by the way.
I'm Claudia.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, that was Robert. I have J2, the letter J, number 2. He's Shakira's music producer, and he's also going to be composing music for The Hunger Games, the new movie coming out, for Divergent, for all the Marvel movies coming out. So he's like the guy.
That's awesome. Bring him on over. Okay. I have the hot seat. Ooh, so sorry. Be careful.
We also have the hot tea.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Pleasure to meet you, Michelle.
Nice to meet you.
J2, yeah.
Are we rolling? Okay. So we're here with J2 at the Pasadena International Film Festival, who is like composing everything. I just heard. Hunger Games, yes, and Shakira.
Yeah. I did. I produced Shakira's World Cup song, La La La, Brazil, and I did. It's a single called Dear La La La. So that was incredible. Last year, I think it was the biggest record in Europe and the rest of the world. It was huge. And then I composed actually a lot of movie trailers. So we did the Mockingjay with me and my composing partner Lucas Vidal. He did all the score for Fast and Furious 6 and The Raven. So we did this thing called Burn, which ended up being the main trailer for the world trailer for Mockingjay Part 1, which was a big one. I just did the NBC Allegiance trailer for the Super Bowl as well. We did that for one of my songs called Sweet Little Lies. Did the biggest video game last year, Far Cry 4, the two main trailers for that, Surviving Karat and the main storyboard trailer as well, which was the both world trailers as well. And I think some little bird told me I think they're going to be nominated for some Golden Trailer Awards this year as well, so I'm excited about that.
Really? Spoiler alert. This is exciting.
I'm working on a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new Marvel movies. I wish I could talk about them, but there's some huge ones coming out. I'm working on some trailers there. Actually, I created something called the Iconic series, which I took all these huge songs like Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf, Sound of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel, and reworked them and made them like epic movie scores and brought in new singers and stuff. And that's actually, a lot of them pieces have been being used in the industry. It's just kind of made a storm, like music supervisors, editors, trailer houses, movie studios. They love the stuff. And I did in partnership with Universal Music Publishing. So
That's great. So when you go to like blank slate write music for a trailer, do you start with a melody, or do you start with kind of a beat, or do you start is that a crazy question to ask?
It's not a crazy question. I think it's a great question, because a lot of people ask me, how do I get into that? How do I do that? I think, every movie has a theme. I did the Divergence movie, and one of my songs, Born to Be Wild, got picked up for that, the main trailer for the home. It was a major TV campaign, Born to Be Wild. So it was cut great, but some things fit perfect, like some songs fit absolutely perfect. But then other things, there's a lot of work. It's about the sound. Hunger Games already has a sound. So you kind of have to match their theme, and it's very competitive. I mean, I was up against so many, some of the best composers, some of the best trailer houses, some of the best movie guys. But I thank the universe for giving me that opportunity. And it's usually, there's like a bed that I create. My sound is very haunting and very epic. So I kind of stick with the same formula with things, but just using some of the staccato strings, some of the elongated strings, and adding a lot of synth and some hybrid stuff in there, what gives it more of an edgy thing. So I'm always incorporating them kind of elements. But it's very difficult to say, do I start with a melody or do I start with, I always try to look at what's already out there. But if I'm creating something from scratch, then I try to see what the first trailer is, or in this case, sometimes we pitch for the first trailer, so I try to understand more about the storyboard. So the studio or the trailer house will send us a storyboard and say, these are the characters, this is what we're looking for, and then we kind of start from there and we give them some ideas. Usually it'll be like, this is incredible, or sometimes like, no, it's too dark, we need it more hopeful, and so forth. So we go back and forth with them.
So kind of like have a mood or a theme, kind of, instead of a melody or a beat or something like that. That's great. Are you? I'm a music dork. I've majored in music. Did you study music, or is this something that came naturally to you, or something early in life, later in life?
I mean, this is funny. My composing partner Lucas Vidal is funny. He studied. He graduated from Berkeley. He did everything that he did everything that you would. I did a business degree and I was a DJ. And 2002, yeah. In 2002, I won one of the biggest dance clubs in the world, Ministry of Sound. I became the first British Indian. I'm actually Indian. My heritage I'm from London, so I won their DJ competition, which I toured around the world, and I played with alongside many huge DJs that you see today, like David Guetta, Tiesto, all these big superstar DJs. I kind of played alongside them, and I built my craft, my ear, and my sound, And then I kind of went into production and producing tracks and stuff. So I became a music producer. So when someone asks me, what did you study? It's actually it's in my family genes. That's where I learned it from, and it comes natural to me. So, you know,
They're the best artists that just do it. It's awesome.
it just comes. I can't explain it. I can hear it, and I see the melody or I see the vision for a picture, and I put my ideas out and across the music, you know, and let people make their own judgment on that. And
That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the festival. Get some more d'oeuvres and a glass of wine, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Shadi.
Yeah, great.